Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Atriox and we're back with another reaction. So I posted in the community notes a few days ago about the day that Ozzy Osbourne passed away, and I kind of like mentioned it in the comment that we would be doing a reaction to Ozzy Osbourne or Black Sabbath and just in general. So I kind of just like picked one at random. I haven't had a chance to. I never really listened to Black Sabbath like a crazy amount. I've heard, don't get me wrong, I've heard a few of the songs like Paranoid, Iron Man, a lot of the main songs, but there are so many songs from Black Sabbath that I never really got into and I listened. But I kind of like want to check out. I've kind of been thinking about lately just kind of doing more classical type of metal, because I feel like that's something we haven't explored on the channel. Like we do a lot of the newer types, but I would actually like to jump back into like maybe like Aerosmith or like Guns N' Roses type. Let me know if that's something you guys want to see on the channel. But the reason I know about Black Sabbath, Ozzy Osbourne, obviously, were probably from songs from like Paranoid and Iron Man. Iron Man is probably the most recognizable song I feel like when people think of Black Sabbath, because it's like everyone knows the song, especially it's been in all the Iron Man movies and stuff like that too. But honestly, another way I knew about Ozzy was because of Brutal Metal. I don't know if you guys ever played that metal rock game that Jack Black started in. Like this is like on 360 days, and like he was like the person that like kind of like spruced up the ride, if I'm remembering correctly. That was kind of like how I remembered him. So I kind of wanted to check this song out and just kind of just like dive into at least one song by Black Sabbath to kind of like, in my own way, pay a little tribute to Ozzy. But anyways, guys, let's check this one out. Okay, let's go. Make it very slow. They got like the wars, the alarm sounding like the enemy reaches the camp.
Generals gathered in their masses, just like witches at black masses. Evil minds that plot destruction, sorcerer of death's construction.
Almost like a Batman animation right there.
Fields of bodies burning as the war machine keeps turning. Death and hatred to mankind, poisoning their brainwashed minds. Oh Lord, yeah.
That's like, why is it sound so low? Like Brandon Fraser. Is this like It kind of feels like it was like one of those like establishment type songs where it's kind of like talking about like the profit of war and stuff like that. Basically, like how they're well, that part right there just kind of like I guess what he was trying to say was that big corporations just start war for profit. Obviously, that's the only reason people really start wars for profits. Hmm. Okay. Okay. I kind of like the vibe of the song, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Treating people just like balls and chess. Wait till the judgment day comes. Yeah.
Work. Seems like he's like also just kind of like slowly breaking free of like the kind of control that all these other people have. And like you saw it with the girl when she dropped her like red handkerchief. That's kind of cool. I kind of like that aspect of it. It kind of reminds me of this like okay, so there was like a phone game called Vector, and like the intro of it was kind of similar to this. I'm guessing that Vector got inspiration from this actual video. It's kind of cool. Not a tank.
Now in darkness, world stops turning. Ashes where the body's burning. No more war pigs have the power. And as God has struck the hour, day of judgment, God is calling. On the knees, the war pigs crawling, begging mercies for the sins. Satan laughing spreads his.
It's kind of funny because like she's crying, but like she kind of set that whole thing in motion because like okay, at this point it seems like he kind of like broke free of kind of doing what everyone else wants him to do, and like now he's being punished and beaten. That's kind of messed up, bro.
Satan laughing spreads his wings. Oh Lord, yeah.
Who's this girl? She got shot in the face. Oof. To shoot her. that bandana turning red? Yeah, it did. That's cool. Freedom. This could be like her taking a stand at them, and they're like blocking her from freedom, and that's basically what this is representing. That's pretty cool. I like it. I like the imagery in this one. Very symbolic. That's a cool song. I know back then there was a lot of songs that were kind of like that, because I felt like Nine Inch Nails also had some songs like that. This is cool, honestly. Like going back and listening to some of the older songs that kind of came before, and like especially with someone like as influential as like Ozzy Osbourne and Black Sabbath. Like I think I might have. It sounds familiar. I might have heard a cover of this song. I think maybe T-Pain might have done it. I think it's like some like the certain parts of the song sounded kind of familiar, but this is cool, bro. Like honestly, like it sucks that we lost Black Sabbath, not Black Sabbath, Ozzy Osbourne, that we ended up losing him. But he was able to get one more show out before he passed. He knew he was getting on. Because I think there was even some interviews where he's saying like he said he was dying. And you know, maybe that's like kind of like, well, he wanted to just get one concert out before he passed. It sucks that he passed away, but you know, honestly, it's more about like celebrating the life of Ozzy and Black Sabbath. So if you guys want to see more from Black Sabbath and some of the other bands that I was talking about before, like Aerosmith and Guns N' Roses and stuff like that, let me know in the comments. You know, I'm definitely okay with doing it, because I've heard songs from them in the past. Like obviously I don't know their whole catalog, because wasn't really huge on them growing up, but you know, I would definitely love to get into listening to more from them. Anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. I try not to talk too much because it's like an 8-minute video, and I didn't want to keep you guys here forever. But you know, this was a cool video. I really like the imagery of it. I kind of like the whole, you know, the whole point of like how the girl breaks the soldier, kind of like away from, well, not even the soldier, but the factory worker, just breaking the factory worker out of that little mindless kind of like just working. And I mean, obviously it ended up kind of looked like he ended up dying, but you know, he was able to break free and like have his freedom for a little bit. And then like the girl who's gonna die did the same thing. So I guess she represented like freeing people's mind from like the same kind of thing that their normal life would do. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, and let me know what you guys think got from the song or when you first listened to it. Anyways, guys, I'm out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. Peace.